Hi everybody, hope you're well. So I've had a couple more of you asking for more of the World Championships, so thank you to Cedere, Joe Addison, cantering banners, and Melissa L. So I'm going to continue on with this. I have actually found, as a couple of you were saying, that you've been using foundation and actually getting pretty good number of points from that, and I did actually find that, so I tried with my foundation, Twilight, and he was actually getting more points than some of my skillers, so I did actually use him a few more times. Some of my skillers did okay, but they weren't anything fantastic, and I did find that my foundation was actually pulling some very good points in comparison to one of my best horses at the minute. So obviously it is a lot to do with the skills of the horse in regards to the competition, obviously, so definitely take that into consideration. So I've used a bunch of Mustangs this time because they're not too bad for this one at the minute, the steeplechase, which is speed, jumping and gallop, so I'm using them for that at the moment. I've also got a Scorpio. So the only skiller I've actually got in this at the minute is this one. Everything else is all blups and so forth. So I'm just going to participate those in some competitions now that they've been groomed. And I have actually gone into some of the lower ones as well, because then I'm finding I'm usually maybe going against horses with slightly lower skills sometimes. But I tend to mix it up a bit. I'm not too worried, obviously, because I'm not too bothered whether I get the divine or not at the end of this. I do think it's actually quite well distributed. I like that the fact that obviously it seems to be okay. It doesn't matter if you don't have skillers, because that was one of my concerns at the start, was like, is it going to be a case that, you know, if you don't have a skiller, are you going to be at a disadvantage? It doesn't really seem to be. It's actually more a case of you need to have a good variety of horses with differing skill sets and obviously have them trained. That seems to be the best thing. The only thing that I kind of dislike at the minute is still the tail plotting, because I was counting this earlier, and I have to click it 24 times for each one, and obviously if I miss one then it unplots the tail and then I have to go back and do it again within the time frame. So I think really that's really the only thing at the moment that's been kind of a pain as far as it goes. Plotting tails gets very tedious after a while, but at least it doesn't run around on you. I've had that happen before in real life. So I'll put this other one in now. I'm going to put it in the high one, see how that does. So it's not been too bad so far. I like the fact that you seem to get, you know, that they are reasonably going through them, and you're usually getting a new prize every day. Okay, the prizes aren't fantastic, but they're definitely better than nothing, and you know, I don't feel under pressure really with it. The one thing I'll just mention in case anybody isn't aware, if you don't use your tickets, they don't basically, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't run over. So if I had 5 tickets and I didn't compete any horses between this time frame, the next leg I wouldn't get these tickets. I would lose those tickets because a friend of mine forgot to enter, and when she went to go and use what she thought she would have, you know, more tickets obviously, and she didn't because she hadn't used them, so they were gone, and she just got the new tickets for the next leg, so they weren't too happy about that. But that's kind of it so far. I'm slowly going along and not minding it too much. So anyway guys, thank you to Cedere, Joe Addison, Cantering Banners, and Melissa L for requesting the video, and hope you loved it, and bye guys.